So today I'm going to be showing you a back to school makeup tutorial. This video is a collab with Hey It's Had from YouTube. I'll be posting a link to her channel in the description below, and obviously if you want to check it out then also subscribe as well. Her videos are so good, that she's really inspiring, and she's also been on TV, which is so cool. And we both recently started talking to each other on Instagram and we became quite good YouTube friends, and I just thought it would be a great idea to do a collab video. If you would like to check out what videos she has made, I'm not going to say because I want to leave it as a surprise, then check her channel out by either clicking here if you're on a desktop, or clicking the link down in the description below. I'm going to be showing you a back to school makeup tutorial. This video was actually requested, although I'm sorry it's slightly behind schedule. Like, my back to school series is going to have to be quite behind. I went back to school quite a few days ago, so this video will be quite late. But you could always pick up these tips now because it's still the beginning of the year, and so hopefully it'll be useful. And I just want to quickly say that not all schools allow you to wear makeup. Mine didn't. Years 7 to 11 we weren't allowed to wear makeup. But now I'm in sixth form, we are allowed to. I don't really wear that much makeup to school anyway because I don't really have much time to apply it. Also, I don't really want to waste all my makeup just for school because you're only there to learn, you're not really there to impress someone. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's just get on with the tutorial. So first of all, I'm going to be taking the MUA Cover and Conceal Concealer. We're not going to be using foundation because with a back to school makeup tutorial, I don't really wear foundation that much because it just seems to sweat off. And I know you can use primers and things, but if that's what you prefer to do, then you can do that. I'm going to be taking this concealer, and I don't really use this much because I find that this one's quite watery. Just to give it some use, I thought I would use it in this video. And then I'm also going to be taking the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm going to be blending this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply this all over where there's like redness and blemishes and stuff, and I'm going to be applying a lot more than what I normally would, just because I'm not going to be using foundation, so I thought it would be better to just apply loads of concealer. I'm mostly just going to be putting it along my T-zone and things like that because I find that that's where I need more coverage, and I'm just going to put it all over my chin, around here, literally all over my forehead because that is where I need it most. And I forgot to mention that this one is in the shade Natural, so I think it's quite ideal for anyone with fair or like pale skin like me. And once I have applied it to all the blemishes and redness and stuff, I'm going to be applying it underneath my eye. And because we're not going to be using foundation, like I said, you're going to want to apply quite a lot of this under your eyes, especially if you do have really bad dark circles like I do, because it does help to cover it up a lot more. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to be blending it in. However, I'm not going to be rubbing it, otherwise you're just going to rub away the concealer and you're going to move it. So I'm just going to pat it in. Okay, so then to set the concealer, I'm going to be taking the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder because this is just amazing. So many people talk about it and it's really good, and it does make your makeup last all day. And to apply the powder, I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques Buffing Brush, and because I don't know if it shows up very well on camera, but because that concealer I use is very shiny, that is why I don't use it. I'm going to have to apply quite a lot of powder on just to make it look more matte. Then I'm going to be taking the Sleek Blush in Rose Gold, and it just looks like this. It's like a really pretty pink colour. I'm also going to be applying this with the Real Techniques Contour Brush. I also believe that a buffing brush is quite good for contouring because it's got like a nice shape about it, but seeing as we're only going for blush because we want to try and keep it natural, I thought we could use this brush because it just makes applying blush so easy. And obviously you don't want to apply too much onto your brush, otherwise it will look a bit over the top. But I just like to use this because I also use it as a highlight because it's got like really nice shimmery tones to it, and that's what I really like about this because it makes your skin look really healthy and glowy. And I don't know if it really shows up on camera, but there is quite a bit of a difference. It's quite shimmery on this side, and whereas this one isn't, because obviously I haven't applied it yet, but it does make a dramatic difference. On camera it does actually look quite pinky and quite bright, but it's not really too bad actually in real life. I think it's just my lighting. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really shimmery, and that's what I really like about it. So now the actual face is done, unless I've forgotten something, but I think it's done. I'm going to brush my eyebrows out because otherwise they look really messy. I would suggest using one of these brushes. I'm not quite sure what they're called, but this came with a set which I got for Christmas. I'm just going to be using the softer side just to brush. Okay, so these next steps are optional. You honestly don't have to do this, but if you do prefer to wear eyeshadow to school, Obviously I'd recommend like really natural colours, unlike bright colours, because I know that a lot of schools don't actually allow you to wear makeup, like mine didn't. If you're going to be using eyeshadow, I would suggest using a primer. So the primer which I'm going to be using is the W7 Get Set eyeshadow base. This is because it will make your eyeshadow stay on all day and it won't sweat off and things. So I'd take probably roughly that much on your finger and I would spread it over both the eyes. You don't even need that much. You're just going to just want to blend it in with your finger. So as you can see, it's made my eyelids look really white and like pale, but honestly I wouldn't worry about that because once you apply the eyeshadow it will blend in and it will just look miles better once you've done that. Now the eyeshadow palette which I would honestly suggest using if you want something to stay on all day long, I would suggest using the Naked 1 palette. I do think this one's more than that in comparison to the second and the third palette. Or if you can't afford the Naked palette or you just don't want it, or it's like not really your thing, then I would suggest using the Revolution 1 palette. The colours which I would suggest using from this palette would be these first set of colours here, just because they're really light and natural. Although if you want something to stay on all day long, then I would suggest using this. The colours which I'm going to be using are Sin and Virgin. I may also take a bit of Naked in the crease here. So using the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush, I'm going to be taking Sin, and because Sin is actually a really shimmery colour, you won't really want to apply that on top because you want to try to keep it natural. So I thought maybe it would be a good idea to put it on first and then apply a matte just to hide the shimmer up a bit. Once I've applied Sin onto the other eye, I'm going to be taking Virgin and I'm just going to apply that over the top and blend it out. Then using the Real Techniques accent brush, I'm going to be taking the shade Naked, which is like a matte brown. And I'm just going to put that in the crease of my eye and I'm going to blend that out. So then once that has been applied, I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and I'm just going to blend this all out and make it look more natural and even. So then now to get rid of that shimmer, I'm going to be taking the shade Virgin on the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush and I'm just going to apply that just on top, and then I'll be taking the Deluxe Crease Brush and I'm just going to be blending that out again. Then I'm going to be taking the MUA Mega Volume Mascara. This is because I prefer this one for volumizing rather than this one, because this one sort of lengthens whereas this one sort of makes your eyelashes pop, if you get what I mean. This was only £3 and this is actually a really good mascara, honestly, it's so good. I actually do think it's just as good as the Rimmel one, but maybe a little bit better. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes. I also like to put a lip balm on after applying my makeup because sometimes you can get it all around your lips and it's sort of hard to remove, so I'd suggest using like a lip balm. And this is the Maybelline Baby Lips in Hydrate. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it would mean a lot. And I'm also grateful for everyone who subscribed to me, because when I first made my YouTube channel I really didn't think people would watch it because my videos were so bad when I first uploaded videos. I mean, I'm not really saying they're good now. I prefer my videos now compared to what they were like before, and it also took me quite a while to earn subscribers at first, and then suddenly I just started getting loads. I don't know what happened, but thank you so much and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!